One of the other things that, of course, we talked about earlier was Russell Westbrook had popcorn thrown on him from an angry Philly fan, which is almost redundant. They're all angry
what are
Philly
they angry
fans.
about? They're boat racing the Wizards. Why are you so angry? You're up so many points in the game.
Here's Westbrook after the game talking about it.
Unfortunately, I was leaving out, and then I just felt popcorn on top of my head, And to be blatantly honest, man, is getting out of hand, especially for me. Just the amount of disrespect, the amount of just fans just doing whatever they want to do. It's out of pocket, man. It's out of pocket, seriously. Like, any other setting, I'm all for the fans enjoying the game and having fun. And, it's part of sports. I get it. But there's certain things that cross the line.
I just find it funny that a fan would do that at a game when they would never do that on the street to Russell Westbrook, because Russell Westbrook would tear that person limb from limb. He would destroy that whoever, that flabby fan that threw the popcorn from section 105.
And that
he would
actually
rip
was
him
some
limb
skinny
from
guy,
limb.
it looked like.
Right. He would never do that. That's the only scenario on earth where he would do that, where he's separated by, 30 feet and Russ is down on the ground and he's at a higher point and he knows that Russ can't get to him.
It goes without saying, if you attack a player on any level with popcorn, I think even if you do it verbally, you're a douche and you deserve whatever you get. So, F them.
It's a unfortunate distraction because we're talking about popcorn today and not how bad the Wizards play.
Oh, no,
They were bad.
We're not going to give too much time to
Yeah,
it.
but the national story is all about the popcorn.
Right.
Well, that's because they've been so uninspiring.
Something's going on where people and fans are more emboldened than usual.
I know you and I had this
Well,
conversation.
no, I'm just saying that something's going on.
Yeah, he's got another theory.
Well, no,
He's got theories on everything. Give him the theory.
No, I'm not going to give my
theory.
theory.
So into this.
I'm not
going to
give my
the last 6 months.
I'm not going to give my theory, but
Well,
have you
go
not?
ahead.
Have you not noticed it?
No,
I mean,
not
the
the
PGA,
context
the
you have.
PGA Championship.
Yeah.
All right, you have all those drunkards out there acting a fool, touching a player, engulfing Brooks Koepka. They can't even get to the green. You have people dumping popcorn, giving a middle finger to players. And I feel like
you think they've been locked down.
I think there's something to it where it's been a year and a half since people have been out in society, and they've forgotten how to act.
Well, I think they were devolving pre-COVID, and then just being pent up for all that time certainly didn't help matters.
I just think
they act like an idiot. At the Phoenix Open, they scream and get hammered.
Yeah, but it's just
they engulfed Tiger when he won in 2019.
It's become they didn't. I don't think they touched him like
it's
may
Philly
not have touched
though.
him,
It happens in Philly. They booed Santa Claus.
It's
They're
becoming
famous for it.
It's becoming more apparent.
Well,
and I don't know if there's more media coverage towards it, or if these fans are just emboldened, or just feel like there's no repercussions.
Well, weren't you yelling stuff at the PGA?
I yelled behind the glass once.
Do it for the kitty.
And that. But I didn't run to the green like all of those other derelicts.
Yeah, but they did that for Tiger. Remember that?
I still think it's a very small subset of people that they don't know how to act in public. Like they go beyond what they should when they're at a sporting event.
But am I the only one who's thinking it's more?
I think it's getting worse, but I still think it's
worse.
very small. Like not many people in that arena were going to throw popcorn on Russ Westbrook or any other Wiz player. It just so happened one wackadoo fan chose to cross the line.
I don't know. For some reason, the fan base have gotten balls lately.
I think there's a combination. Look, if you watched the reaction in New York after them winning a playoff game, I don't know how many years it's been since they won a play. It looked like they won a championship.
Yeah.
The fans were going nuts because they've been out of the playoffs for a bunch of years, hadn't had a playoff win in years.
Well, dude, people are going nuts all over the place. People are getting in fights in airports. People are fighting on planes over masks. People are fighting in supermarkets.
There was like a girl fight at the White Sox game last week.
There's been a lot of. I noticed on the West Coast, there's a lot of brawls in the stands, like Dodger games. But remember, that happened. Was it at a Dodger game or a Giants game where that guy got pummeled on the brink of death?
I think it was a Dodgers game.
Yeah,
Giants,
Dodgers and Giants game. Yeah,
yeah. So I mean,
But Drab's
Who
right.
gets
It
so
does.
angry, by the way, in a baseball game. Like
I don't
baseball's
know.
supposed to be like kind of a chill,
Was there one at
relaxed
the Cubs White
atmosphere.
Sox game? Was it a Cubs White Sox game where they were
People
going crazy?
fight all the time.
Yeah.
People fight at Nats games.
Yeah.
I just saw something about
But I do
it.
think, Drab, you're right that the popcorn issue, which you have to
is.
talk about it.
Yeah.
It is taking your eye off the ball. And if you want to chime in, 800-636-1067, what do you attribute them going down 0-2 and really being dominated in game
Well,
2 too?
Part of it, I also mark it up to a 1 seed against an 8 seed.
Yeah, it's a bad
That's,
matchup.
I mean, it's just.
I
well,
gave
yeah,
them
it's
5
simple as
before
that.
they played one. Before they dribbled one ball, I said they had a 5% chance in the series. It was the
Right,
bad
like, why
matchup.
would you expect the Wiz to really hang with the Sixers?
All right, we can't say that now when a week ago we were saying, oh, look at they've done a lot. This isn't a true 8 seed.
No, but we said it was a bad matchup. This was a bad matchup.
That was maybe mostly me saying
Okay,
that.
JP said
Yeah.
that.
JP got
JP
swept
was
up in
hyping
it.
up the
Well,
first
no,
round
I think they
victory.
are better than an 8 seed. Now, they might be a 5 seed, and a 5 seed usually loses to a 1 seed. You know what I mean? Like, I think if they were in the series with the Hawks or the Knicks, which is the 4-5 matchup, you'd think the Wizards had a real chance at it. The Sixers may just be significantly better. And most people would say they have a better coach. Doc Rivers has won a championship and has had success. And look, he got bounced out of the L.A. They thought he was the reason the Clippers were having the problem. Well, the Clippers, I think, won, they at least won a round last year. They're down 2-0 after two home games in L.A. this year with Lou. So he's a really good coach, and they've got really good players, and it's a tough matchup. I will say this, if they were able to win the series, I would have been open to Scott Brooks coming back. I think it's impossible if
I'm
they don't
starting
advance
to
in
get
the series.
after watching
Impossible.
After watching last night and with Russ, limping around, starting to think it could be a sweepy.
Right. And if it's
I
sweepy,
wouldn't be
you
I
can't
wouldn't
keep
be
Coach Brooks after that. 5 years.
It doesn't bode well for him if they get swept out. Now, it's an 8 seed versus a 1 seed, so that's something he could go into
The
10 and say,
X
look,
factor
we're up
is-
against it. We're outmatched. We did our best.
The
And
X
Ted-
factor is Russ.
Yeah.
Russ is a huge Brooks guy.
Yeah,
So-
but if Russ goes into Ted and says, I really would love Brooks to be here, throughout the length of my contract, and he stumps for him, he's got a shot. If he doesn't, then he's
I'd have
probably
to
going
check.
back to California.
I'd have to check, but hasn't he endured a Coach Brooks
Yeah.
firing before and moved
Right.
on to the next coach
Right.
when he was in the OKC?
Sure,
Yeah.
but I think that's one of the reasons why he.
No, I think he likes him. I think there's a
Wanted
good
to be here.
relationship, and he was thriving in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Up until these last couple of games.
Right.
But I think Cakes is right. I think this is smelling like a sweep.
It's kind of looking that way
Yeah.
through 2 games at least.
Max 1 game.
Not very optimistic.
Hey, we got
Max
excited
one
for a few weeks.
Yeah, we had a micro sweat.
Hey, if they win game 3, then you'll start grasping again.
Then you're correct.
Where
I
do
will
we
start
pick?
grasping.
Where do we pick now since we made the playoffs?
I don't know,
Do we know
probably,
what pick? Like
Probably
16 or something?
13th, 14th, somewhere in that range.
All right, I'm
I don't
gonna go to NBA.draft.net.
Probably a 16, probably
Huh?
right.
Oh, 60s. We'll get
17,
a
I don't know.
nondescript player you've never heard of.
By the
probably
way, did
from,
I
like,
see
Turkey.
Hunter Dickinson? Did you see he announced
Yeah, but I think he signed with an
the
NCAA.
NBA certified agent or something, or an
Well,
NCAA?
yeah, so he can go back. I'm pretty sure.
Right.